We crack them, we fry them, we bake with them. The chicken egg is one of the most common objects in our kitchens, but beneath its simple appearance hides one of nature's most remarkable biological manufacturing processes. Think about this. Every egg begins its journey inside a hen without the one thing we all associate with an egg, its shell. Long before it reaches the nest, the hen has to build that shell completely from scratch. Yet in just about 24 hours, the egg emerges wrapped in a hard, protective shell filled with thousands of microscopic pores. It is strong enough to protect a growing chick, yet delicate enough for that same chick to break through when the time comes. So how does a hen build such an incredible structure in just a single day? Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we're tracing the fascinating high-speed biological journey of how a soft egg gets its hard shell. To understand the shell, we first have to look at the assembly line. The journey starts in the hen's ovary, where the yolk is released into a long, winding tube called the oviduct. Imagine a biological factory conveyor belt. As the yolk travels down this tube, it gets wrapped in a thick, clear layer of protein called albumen, better known as the egg white. At this stage, there is still no shell. Next, the egg passes through a section called the isthmus, where two thin, flexible membranes form around the egg white to hold everything together. If you've ever peeled a hard-boiled egg and struggled with that thin, papery skin sticking to the shell, that's one of these membranes. At this point, the egg is fully formed but completely soft, almost like a water balloon. Now it needs its armor. The real magic happens in a chamber called the shell gland, also known as the uterus. The egg will spend about 20 hours here, making this the longest stage of its journey. To build the shell, the hen's body deposits enormous amounts of calcium carbonate, the same mineral found in chalk, limestone, and seashells. It's strong, lightweight, and perfect for protecting the developing egg. But where does all that calcium come from? Most of it comes from the hen's diet. However, if she hasn't eaten enough calcium-rich food, her body can temporarily draw calcium from a special type of bone called medullary bone, which acts as a built-in mineral reserve. Inside the shell gland, tiny crystals of calcium carbonate begin forming on the outer membrane. Layer by microscopic layer, those crystals lock together until a hard shell surrounds the egg. During this process, the hen deposits nearly 10% of her body's total calcium to build just one shell. As the shell hardens, it doesn't become a solid wall. Instead, it forms with up to 17,000 microscopic pores. These tiny openings allow oxygen to enter and carbon dioxide to escape, letting a developing chick breathe while still safely protected inside the shell. In the final hours, the shell receives its finishing touches. If the hen lays brown or blue eggs, specialized cells add natural pigments to the outside of the shell. Finally, just before the egg is laid, it is coated with a thin protective layer called the bloom or cuticle. This invisible coating helps seal the pores, reducing the chance of harmful bacteria entering, while still allowing the egg to exchange gases. And just like that, the 24-hour manufacturing miracle is complete. So the next time you crack an egg for your morning omelet, take a second to appreciate its shell. What looks ordinary is actually an extraordinary piece of natural engineering, built crystal by crystal inside a hen's body in less than a day. It's strong enough to protect new life, yet carefully designed so that one day a tiny chick can break free. That's the hidden story behind one of the most familiar things in your kitchen. Thanks for watching Simple Things Surprising Histories. If you enjoyed discovering the answer behind this everyday mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more fascinating stories behind the simple things we often take for granted. See you next time.